Chapter 3, The Den. Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm Ekamek.
On a path in the wood.
Yeah, we are. And this time we're not gonna run until we die. We're taking her head on and we're winning.
So yeah, as I was saying, I'm Ekamek. This is Slay the Princess Pristine Cut Edition. In the last episode, we started a new complete run. And, well, we're going for Den.
You felt her. She didn't have a soft underbelly. She didn't have blind spots. What could we have done that would have saved us from her hunger?
So there's things that I'd like to see here, and a lot of them will come from taking the initiative and getting violent. I wanted to bring Stubborn to the Den because I want to stay in there and finish the job. But I will be doing a little bit of save scumming here and there, so I don't know. We have to hang on to this save. I guess we can get rid of this one because it's very obvious where we are.
When someone tries to make you dead, you have to hit them back. You have to show them your authority. There's nothing worse than a bully that thinks they own you.
Great. So you've been here before. That doesn't bode well.
Oh, shut up. It bodes fine. You're the reason we're stuck in this shit situation. Now I have to do the hard work of dragging us out.
And how do you intend to do that?
We're going to fight her, and we're going to win. There's a reason she slinks around in the shadows.
Well, no complaints here. Now hold on. We're not just going to let the fact that he knows things about this whole Lupin situation go, are we?
He's not important. He can have his secrets for all I care. She's killed us twice now, and that's enough of a reason for us to want her dead.
Okay, what's the plan?
Like I said, we're going to fight her.
But we're so small.
We don't actually know how big she is. We just know she wants us to think she's big. And if she's going to treat us like prey again, then she is sorely underestimating us. One good wallop, that's all we need to put her on the defensive.
The path is different than it was before.
Ground is ground. It doesn't matter what shape it takes. Well, and if it looks different, that's because the situation has started to spiral out of everyone's control. So please, disavow yourself of the notion that you can just come back here and fix this place if you manage to make a mess before that line of thinking leaves you yet another world in ruin. Though, as evidenced by you dying twice, it's safe to assume the fates of the worlds you've left behind don't concern you very much. Consider this your last opportunity to make things right. For you and for the rest of existence. But especially for you.
We don't need your pep talk. I'll make sure we pull this off.
I want answers. What's going on? What are you not telling me?
I've told you as much as I can without putting you at a disadvantage. If anything, I've told you too much. Like that grumbling voice said just a moment ago, you've already died by her hands twice. You shouldn't need much else in the way of motivation.
Oh, can I actually turn around and leave? I'm done with this.
Coward. Deserter.
Turning our back to her. Always a mistake. Are you serious? Fine, you walk away from the cabin. See how that goes for you.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? Everything is getting fuzzy.
Wow. You can... I wonder if this kicks in because of where we are, or if it's because we already did a turn away. What happens if we just leave? What happens then?
Yeah, she was still there last time. I'm not so sure she can free herself without our help. Maybe not quickly, but it's inevitable. That cabin won't last forever.
No matter what happens next, all our answers are in the cabin. Let's see this through.
You make your way down to the cabin. Your fated confrontation awaits. You know what to do.
We've already been over the plan.
I'm not sure that use violence counts as a plan.
It's a better plan than you had last time.
I don't like this, but I'll try to keep us breathing.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior is dark and overgrown. Vines and brush obscure so much of the place that, had you not seen the exterior, you might not have noticed this was a cabin at all. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump, a pristine blade embedded in its exposed rings. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Take it. We're not fighting a monster without a blade. Even if it's not a very big one.
Great. That mirror's back. And it's where the door is supposed to be. What are you talking about? There is no mirror. It's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement.
I'm curious about whether I could kill her with my bare hands, but we're gonna take the blade at least this time.
It's tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us.
If that mirror's blocking our way, just smash it and be done with it.
Ugh. Approach the
I
mirror.
don't know what you're planning, but you're making my job a hell of a lot harder right now.
The steel claw makes us sloppy, too confident. We'll be faster without it. You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement, hesitating before you enter the princess's lair.
You heard him. Stop hesitating and smash that antique.
That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else. It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. Like you said, you've been here twice before. Your mind was bound to start playing tricks on you eventually. It went away after we reached out to it last time. Might as well try wiping it clean again. What's the harm?
Smash it.
You bring your fist crashing down into the open hole leading to the basement, throwing yourself off balance and tumbling headlong into the pitch black.
Okay, he didn't like us trying to smash him.
If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend. It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs. No entity threatens violence or pleads for safety. Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
Say nothing. Proceed down the stairs.
You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole. There is no light here, save for what little starlight has managed to filter down the tunnel. And though you can't see the vastness of the space, you can feel it. You're exposed.
Doesn't matter if we can't see down here. We know where she is. It would be better with a blade, but we'll make do.
Step into the shadows, ready to fight.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. There, she's about to strike.
We're screwed. We can do this, even without a weapon. I'm no stranger to bloody fists.
You just barely make out the shape of teeth and eyes as the princess emerges, enormous maw gaping, ready to swallow you whole. And...
Wait, what? He doesn't respond. Eyes glance at you from the untextured threads of the world as they unraveled. Am I free? They ask. Oh dear. We cheated him out of a good fight, didn't we? Okay, now we take the blade.
Take the steel claw. You pull the blade from the stump, gripping it tight. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Good. One step closer to ending this.
Just out of curiosity, reach the crossroad of will and instinct. Okay, I think we can get something new out of here. Approach the mirror.
You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement.
You heard him. Stop hesitating.
That mirror isn't part of it. If it went away after we reached out to it last.
Smash!
You bring your fist crashing down into the open hole leading to the basement, throwing yourself off. If there were once stairs, it smells of mold and decay. As you crawl forward on hands and knees, stay quiet.
Saying nothing, silently proceed down.
You say nothing, maintaining the silence as the basement is dark and cavernous, a gaping maw threatening to swallow you whole.
It doesn't matter if we can't see down here. We know where she is.
Yes. Yeah, let's step into the shadows ready to fight.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. There, she's about to strike. With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. You're quick to react, swinging your blade, its tip intercepting her before she can draw first blood. She recoils, stunned for a brief moment.
See? I told you. We needed to assert our might. We needed to prove to her that she can bleed too. She'll doubt her every move now.
Wait, she has... Ooh, she appears to have 6 legs.
Her gleaming eyes watch you from the shadows, unblinking. There's fear in them now, but it is a fear wreathed in fury. And beneath it all lurks something far more primal. Hunger. Yes, she knows your strength now, and she wishes to devour it. How unseemly.
I'd like to see her try.
The princess lunges with even more ferocity than before. Both voices were right. Within that ferocity there is the clumsiness of doubt, a chaotic dance between impulse and restraint. Not a word is spoken between you and the princess as you exchange blows in the dark. The glint of bloody claws and fangs, the flash of wet steel. In the pit, all of your senses are heightened, each injury stinging like a chorus of insects, each small shift in your favor a major victory that swells your confidence. And yet, for all the wounds you've managed to inflict upon her, you remain at a stalemate. And then you start to lose ground. While your body slows, hers quickens, her wounds mending as she licks the blood of her prey from her dripping maw.
So she really can devour our strength. Can we do something like that? All these wounds are starting to add up. Nah, screw that. We're not stooping to her level. We'll just have to give this our all, end it in one final hit.
We die if we do that. We have to make ourselves like her. We have to embrace instinct. She shifts towards you, her bloody grin shining in the dark. And then you see it. Your opening.
What was it? Reject instinct, fight her to the end. To consume is to become.
Take it. Put her down like the mindless beast she is.
Embrace instinct.
You hurl yourself towards the princess's body, carving into her not with steel, but instead with tooth and claw. You are a blur of bloodied things that tear and rend. Yes. Yes. We are not prey. We are more. The princess howls in fear and outrage as you peel away a chunk of her flesh. But as the bloody meat slides down your throat, you feel invigorated. Your wounds burn less, you feel faster, more responsive. Again, the more we take of her, the less she will be able to take of us. There is no time to rest if you're to do this right. She tries to bat you away with her massive paw, but as it smashes into your ribs, you clamp your teeth around the limb. You give her no time to react before snapping it from its joint. The princess pulls back in pained shock as you crunch through bone, devouring the arm that was part of her. It's part of you now. Your wounds heal.
That's disgusting. I don't want to do that. You were the one who asked if we could do this, and if it means we win, well, we have to win. Victory demands we do whatever it takes to claim it.
I didn't think it would be so dehumanizing. But we feel bigger than her now, don't we? The feeling doesn't linger. As you choke down the last of her severed arm, she lunges, taking advantage of the distraction. In a frenzied flash of blood and feathers, she rips into your side, swallowing another piece of you. Weakness returns. Her arm starts to mend itself, fresh claws sprouting from developing flesh. We can't be small again. We have to take more. We have to take it now. You descend upon her again, jaws gnashing, desperate to regain your power. You both lose yourself in the rhythm of the feast. You devouring her, and she devouring you, mending and bleeding and consuming in an endless cycle, on and on and on.
Come on, just one more bite, then we'll have her right where we want her.
Am I really the only one who's not on board with this? I'm gonna be sick. The more you consume, the more the lines that differentiate you and her begin to blur, the flesh of your bodies twisting into warped reflections of what you swallow. You have to snap out of this. You can't destroy her if you lose sight of yourself.
Oh, so this is the equivalent of the Fury fixing you up after taking you to 10 trillion cells, or so to speak.
We are the predator now. There is nothing to do but embrace our true nature.
But words fade into hollow vibrations as you and she continue to tear at each other in the darkness. There are no beginnings. There are no endings. There are no moments of calm. There is only savage violence. Did you say no endings?
He doesn't respond. He's gone.
But how are we supposed to know if we won?
We have won. We'll never die so long as we keep eating. We can be forever.
You and she are separated, your flesh ripped from where it joins together before forever can come to pass. You lock eyes. You see a new emotion there. Shame. What have we done? They ask. Huh. You don't get the opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her place. So here's the question. I'm going for a red text route. I have to wonder if this counts or not. Honestly, I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to go back, but I want to hear what Omni Princess has to say to us first.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Embrace instinct in a dark den.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator is gone.
It is. Does that mean the world ended? It hasn't ended. We're still here.
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
I don't know where she went. I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
It's like it's mocking us.
Let's just stay still.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Approach.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. You're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh, it's just you. You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is consumed by instinct, a dancer moving to the rhythm of the flesh. She will make for a ravenous heart. She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself, but she is only a voice. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater.
So I guess that kind of does show that Omni Princess will always... Basically, the princesses to Omni Princess are kind of like the voices are to the main character. Attack the entity. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
I don't think I can autosave far back enough, darn it. Okay, catch you in a touch.
You felt her. She didn't have a soft underbelly. She didn't have blood.
Okay, what's the plan? No matter what, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. Proceed.
Yes.
Take the blade. Approach. Wipe the
Reach
mirror
forward
clean.
and wave your hand over the open hole leading to the basement. See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted on its own. You step forward into the darkness.
Say nothing. Silently proceed. Step into the shadows
You
for a
step into
fight.
the shadows and are in.
Strike at her.
You hurl yourself towards the princess, your movement too quick, too bold for her to intercept. You bury your blade deep in her chest.
Yes, yes, we're going out in a blaze of glory.
Nature doesn't have glory. This is just death. She howls in pain, retaliating with claws and teeth, desperately tearing, trying to devour you to make herself whole once again. Chunks of your flesh are torn away, feathers and blood and bits of gore splattering to the ground. But your work is already done.
Reach the crossroad of will and instinct. I think what this is saying is that if we had the skeptic, we wouldn't be able to do this.
No sating of her ravenous hunger will be enough to mend her now. Though her flesh begins to seal itself around you, she cannot remove your blade from her heart. You and the princess collapse to the floor together, your bodies fused, entwined in a bloody mass of limbs and teeth.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
As the two of you fade, a new emotion creeps into the princess's eyes. Something akin to shame. What have we done? They ask. I guess that's it. At least we saved the world. Right? Right? He's gone. Everything is gone, except her. And us.
It doesn't matter. We won.
The princess's eyes speak again. I'm cold. I don't want to be cold. You don't get the opportunity to respond. Something is taken away. It's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went. I don't know how to go about looking for her.
Right.
It's like it's mocking us.
Let's just stay still.
The narrator is gone.
It is. It hasn't ended. We're still here.
The world didn't end. We're still here.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Approach.
Begging you.
The mirror never
It's
scared you.
different now. It feels... I don't know.
Uh-huh. We did just do this so I can skim through it a little bit. Approach.
Something fine.
The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes. Nerves and This one is consumed by instinct. A dancer moving to the rhythm of the flesh. She will make for a ravenous heart. She wishes me to devour you. to make you a part of myself, but she is only a voice. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me.
Were you always the princess or just making her part of yourself?
You speak in circles.
Okay, let's try attacking again. My wheel cuts across the entity in front of me, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Destroy my body! You raise your will to end your life, but it buries into the space your body should be. You feel nothing at all. One of the hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Are you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
What if I don't let you do this to me? Wait.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Until next time, guys, take care.
You're on
I'll
a
see you
path
all
in the
around.
woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.